So hello fellow coin and banknote collectors, this is Glenn back with another video on my channel, Gumadi Coins and Banknotes, and today we're going to be looking at Cambodian banknotes from the 1990s. So if you're not too familiar with Cambodian history, this is actually the third reel that was issued. The first reel lasted from 1955 to 1975. And that suffered from devaluation. I believe the exchange rate at the end of 1975 was around 1,500 real to $1. But sources are actually pretty varying on that. And then in 1975 they actually issued the Khmer Rouge real, but this was supposedly issued in Siem Reap and the capital, which is Phnom Penh, but it didn't last long because the Khmer Rouge actually abolished currency because they wanted to start from year zero. So they wanted to start from that would be actually a Stone Age, probably in pre-Stone Age or hunter-gathering, but more like just the agricultural age. So that's a Khmer Rouge currency there, 50 reals, second highest value. And in 1979 they had to reissue a currency, so they gave, I believe, about I'm unable to find how much money they actually gave to the population, but it was at 4 reals equals $1, so I presume they would have probably given at least 50 to 100 reals per person, so that they can actually get a more modern economy going. But in 1992, after the UN actually took over the actual government and implemented a peace treaty between all the warring factions, so the Khmer Rouge was still fighting at this time. The main government was a communist government, and they reinstalled Sihanouk as the king, who was also king before 1971. Long Nile overthrew him in 1970, I think. So 1970 or 1971, from memory. And this is actually one of the first issues in 1992 under the new government. They did issue also a 200 and a 5,000, and this one is actually the 1,000 reals. So as you can see, 1,000 reals, and as you can see also it is in English. They used to have French before 1975, but that really is not that important now, because French is pretty much just a language of those countries that actually speak it. And as you can see here, we have fishing, and this is Lake Tonle Sap, and that's actually the largest lake in Cambodia. So if you see a map of Cambodia, it's a really large lake in the center. It's quite easy to tell. The watermark looks like a Chinzi, which is a type of mythical creature that's associated with Buddhism and Hinduism, and also China. And on this side we have the Bayon Temple, which is Angkor. So if you know Angkor Wat, Angkor Wat's one temple. Angkor is just the main complex, and this is actually one of the largest temples that is actually associated with Angkor. And then we have the latest series. So they actually issued coins in 1995. So here are some of the actual coins. So this banknote here is dated 1995, as you can see there. Sorry, so 1994 they actually issued the coins, and this is a 100 reals coin, and this is a 100 real banknote. So this is actually just a steel coin, so it can actually rust quite easily, but they don't actually use these coins anymore. And there's the 200, and they also issued a 500, and these coins are actually quite nice. I think I made a video before on these coins, but as you can see from this picture, it has the Independence Monument in Phnom Penh, and it has the Guardian mythical creatures. And the watermark is just pretty much looks like just abstract features. It has the single serial number, has the coat of arms there, and on the other side we have rubber tree. So rubber tree, as far as I know, what they do is they actually just cut the rubber tree and they let the rubber drip out. That's basically how they actually get the rubber from the actual tree. And then they have to do over treatments as well. So that's a nice one. These are actually easy to get. These ones probably cost about $2 to $3 to actually buy. Then we have the 200 reels. So this one has what looks like a dam, or some say floodgates. Could be floodgates to actual paddy field, but I'm not too sure where that actually is. And then you have the coat of arms. Looks like a flower actually in the watermark. Looks actually quite nice. So if you can see the features of these two banknotes, the specifications are actually pretty the same. So you've got the watermark over here, the main image on this side, on the right side of the banknote, and in the middle you've got the signature of the probably the governor, and also the serial number up the top. Then on the back of this one we've got the four-faced Bodhisattva. So you can look that up on Wikipedia. God who hears the cries of the world, and it's in the Bayan Temple in Angkor. So it is, where's the 1000? So it's actually in this temple there. That's on the 1000 reel of the first series. And then we have the 500, and as you can see it has another temple. So a thing that you'll find on Cambodian banknotes is that they predominantly feature things from the Empire of Angkor, because I think between the 8th and the 14th century it was actually the dominant empire in that region, way before Thailand or Vietnam. Vietnam was mainly in Tonkin, northern Vietnam, around Hanoi, and watermark is pretty much the flowers again. And on the back we have rice fields, so we have tractors in the background, but probably a lot of tractors in Cambodia don't actually work on paddy fields, and there's probably not a lot of tractors anyway. Then we have, looks like a mythical creature. Now I'm not too sure what that animal is. If you know what it is, please leave a comment down below. Then we have the 1000 reels. And sorry, another thing, the 2 and 500 you could probably buy about $2 to $5 each. This is a 1000 reels, probably about $5 if you're going to purchase it. And as you can see, it has a four-faced Bodhisattva as well. And that's pretty much the same one that is on the 200. So it's just this one's a more complete version. So they've probably used some artistic license to render that, and this is actual the way it is and appears on Banyan. And as you can see, this one doesn't have a date on it, but it's printed by another printer. And on the back we have the Chan Yakun Pavilion in the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh. So that's a nice banknote. And then we have the 50,000. So this is the second highest value, has a exchange rate value of about $10, and it pretty much circulates now. That's how I actually got this one. It's this is the Priya Vina temple on the Cambodian Thai border. It's actually quite a nice temple, and as you can see the walkway is actually quite long. There's probably other archaeological features around here that they're not showing on the actual temple. And on this we have King Norodom Sihanouk. So he passed away a few years ago, and this one's dated 1998, but you can get ones that are not dated as well. And the 1998 also has two signatures. This seems to be the second signature. So those are the banknotes of Cambodia. This one, if you want to buy it, you're probably looking at about probably $30 to $40 in uncirculated condition, but this one's directly from Cambodia, so I just paid exchange rate for that one. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video, and please have an awesome banknote collecting time, and I'll see you later.